Got a customer that bought a car, wants to return it 4 days later. So I got to call him and give him the bad news.
Your negative equity alone is more than a Nissan Pathfinder.
This man owes $14,000 on this car.
Your financial situation can change faster than the excitement fades after buying a new car. A drop in income can make a $500 payment feel like $5,000.
Got a customer that bought a car, wants to return it 4 days later. So I got to call him and give him the bad news. I think I've got an idea of what's going on, but I want to listen before I talk.
Yeah, I just asked yesterday about what would the options be if I wanted to cancel the purchase. I'm actually very excited about keeping the car, but my wife, it's just not agreeing. There was a small change at the company I work for, and it might affect a bit my incomes for the next couple months. She's just worried that we're going to assume that debt now, and there might be a risk for us and our financial matters.
This is one of the things I hadn't always taken seriously in the past, a loss of income. If I did, it would have saved me a lot of stress and a lot of money. My thinking was I can always make more. It's easy. Things change. I'm seeing a lot of people lose their jobs and they cannot find another one. They are losing their cars, their homes, and some are ending up on the streets.
Sorry to hear that. That's never fun news to get. We've got some options, but they're not good ones. The bill of sale and the financing has all been submitted and funded. That one we can unwind. My team spent time and money on it to get it done. My finance manager, and she gets paid for doing it. And then Josh, his commission and all those things when that car could have been sold to somebody else. So there's a lot of folks affected by it and the value of the car. Returning the car is an option, but it's going to be very expensive for you to do that just because I'm not going to take a loss on the car. I'm not going to rip back commissions from people that have earned them and done their job.
So how would that be?
I've got some margin there to pay commissions and make a profit on the car because all my profit and everything else is gone from you. And so
if you've been in that situation before with a loss of income, you know how bad it feels. One day everything's fine. Stable job, you're making your payments on time, no problems. The next day your income changes and your car payment is the first thing you want to go away.
It just gets really expensive for you to return the car. And so, what that would mean is you'd essentially trade it in, which is my other question. Do you still need a car, like just a cheaper one? Or where are you at as far as a vehicle?
Yeah, I sold my last car already. So yeah, I would need a car. Yeah.
So you could trade that car back in with us. And that would help you some. We just need to find a car that's overall less expensive. But I don't know if you're planning on buying like a super cheap car because the monthly payment's only going to go down like $100 or something. And you're still going to be dealing with the cost of gas and the cost of oil changes and service. I want to help, but I also don't want to be penalized for something that there's nothing wrong with the car. We didn't push you to buy it.
I'm with you.
You could have saved all that hassle by just buying a car you could afford. And of course, paying for it cash. There's a reason the financial advisors preach this over and over. It's because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Your income could drop, you might lose your job, you might not be able to work because of health reasons.
You have a CRV and an HRV, right?
An HRV and a CX5, both obviously with negative equity. I'm at 1250 right now with both cars combined. They gave me ballpark because you didn't have the numbers yet.
That ballpark, I think, isn't going to really change that much. We're working with like 20 grand in negative equity. On an SL Pathfinder, you'll be at approximately $980 a month with 5531 total due at signing. If you bury 20 grand, you are technically lowering your payments and you're only paying for one insurance.
And if I only did like taxes and the DMV.
That 5531 is just your taxes and fees. That's no money down. The reason why it's 5500 is because your taxes are increased by quite a bit because you're rolling in $20,000. Your taxes are increased by like 2 grand.
Those are big numbers.
You're rolling in 20 grand. Just the money that you're rolling in alone on a monthly payment is going to be $600 a month. Your negative equity alone is more than a Nissan Pathfinder.
So this guy is considering doubling the price of a vehicle to save himself some money. It's an interesting way to save. And people are doing this all the time. They buy a car they can't afford, they realize it later, and try to do the exact same thing to fix the issue. Dropping your payment from $1,200 to $900 isn't really saving. You've just traded one debt for another.
All right, guys, so hear me out. I got a customer that just came in on this 2010 Volvo. Has about 97,000 miles. I've been having issues with it. The worst part about it, this gentleman owes, and it is really rough inside. You guys can see this. It smells really bad. This man owes $14,000 on this car. This is probably like a $200 car. It has 95,932 miles on it. There's a total loss report on the Carfax. I mean, this is as bad as it gets.
still owing $14,000 on a 2010 Volvo. It's amazing how much debt people will take on for a car. And there's always going to be a great reason to justify these bad purchases. My old car had issues. I needed it for work. And this one I get in the comments, my absolute favorite. You only live once. This might be one of the worst.
What is the highest monthly payment you have ever seen?
I had a customer come in and buy a new Navigator from me. It was $3,700 a month.
What is the highest monthly payment you've ever seen?
$2,100 a month. I think it was a Bronco Raptor.
What was the highest monthly payment you've ever seen for a vehicle?
I sold someone a BMW M850i and they signed out at $1,875 a month. What is the highest monthly payment that you've ever seen?
Probably it was about 1,600 and something thousand on a F450 Platinum.
What is the highest monthly payment that you have ever seen?
$1,300 on an Expedition.
What's the highest monthly payment that you've ever seen?
$1,400 a month for 72 months.
What is the highest monthly payment you've ever seen?
$2,600.
Someone actually bought a Lincoln Navigator at $3,700 a month. I've bought some great cars for that price. They must have had a decent income to be approved for that much, but they're throwing away all that money into one of the worst purchases you can make.
Well, it's taken me 25 years, but I think I finally figured out why everyone is so darn sad on this earth. The color of their cars. Modern cars are just so sad nowadays. Black, silver, white. It's sad, man. You know, back in the day, cars actually had a little bit of soul and personality. Just check out the orange on this Torino. Or check out this beautiful teal and white two-tone on this Brookwood wagon.
The older I get, the more I like these cars. There's a few I would love to have, but I cannot justify the spending just because I want it. It doesn't make sense. My goal is to retire comfortably and as early as I possibly can. Buying cars, debt, overspending is only going to delay that.
He got on that sky blue, man. Copperhead. Two-toner. Emerald green. Purple. Gotta have that root beer. Banana boat galore. More teal. As you can see, cars used to have flavor, a little bit of personality, made you feel good about driving them. Nowadays, they're all sad and boring.
I agree with them. Most are sad and boring now, and not even worth half of what people are willing to pay. I'm not against buying cars, having nice things. I just think there's a smart way to buy the things you want, and that would be saving for it. But people want it now.
My car got repossessed last week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
how much was your car payment?
$1,100 a month.
Oh! What kind of car was this?
It's a luxury SUV Cadillac. You know, I got it.
So how much did you owe on said car?
Still owe about $27,000.
So your interest rate was ridiculous?
No, it's just an expensive car. My interest rate was, I think it was 5.9, which, you know, I guess is kind of bad for a car.
Yeah, and what's your household income?
Right now, I make about $175 a year.
$175,000 a year is a great income. But you're making that much and you can't afford an $1,100 a month car payment? You have some serious problems. With that income, you should be able to buy a new car and pay for it in full. You shouldn't need to borrow anything for a vehicle.
Okay, making $175 a year, why did you not keep your car payment paid?
Because, man, so I have other debt that I'm paying on as well. You know, I have.
How much other debt do you have?
Well, I have another work truck that I use for my company to run my business, which I pay $600 a month on that one.
What kind of truck is that?
It's just a pickup. It's a work truck pickup.
For $600 a month?
Uh-huh.
For a work truck? For a pickup truck?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I'm in the vending business.
Okay. All right. And what is that pickup worth?
The pickup is really upside down. I don't really know how much it's worth.
What do you owe on it? What do you owe on it?
Even with 2 auto loans, he shouldn't be struggling. If you make that much and you can't afford those car payments, the problem isn't income, it's spending. At that point, the cars aren't the issue, the budget is. And I'm going to guess he probably doesn't have a budget.
On the pickup truck,
Yeah.
I still owe about $20,000.
Almost as much as on the other car. Okay.
Yeah, I just got it about a year ago.
Yeah, all right. And what other debts have you got, sir?
Well, I have my house.
How much is your house payment?
House payment is $1,500 a month.
Okay.
It's actually $1,700.
Gotcha. And what else?
And I have my wife's vehicle as well, which that one still owe about $13,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your work truck is nicer than your wife's car. Okay.
He went on to say that he had about $6,000 in credit card debt also. This is why financial literacy is so important. Even with a great income, you can still make these stupid mistakes. And with that, your debt will be even worse. For most, the more they make, the more they spend. As always, eventually it catches up. I'm going to end the video here and ask you to hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.